now from MTV Studios. It's MTV for the month of January.
Hi, my name is Nick Rotella, reporting from MTV News. Here are some special events that happened on this day, January 28th, in history. On this day back in 1986, the U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger exploded, causing 6 astronauts and 1 teacher to lose their lives. Another event that happened on this day back in 1986, the U.S. No, I messed up. Another event that happened on this day in history was the NFL franchise in Decatur, Illinois, was transferred to Chicago. The team took the new name Chicago Bears, or as they say in the Windy City, the Bears. That happened in 1922. The last event that happened on this day in 1956 was when Elvis Presley made his first appearance on national television, singing Heartbreak Hotel and Blue Suede Shoes. Now here's Carlton with our special birthdays.
Hi, my name is Carlton Lawson, reporting from MTV News. On this day back in 1980, Michael Jackson wrote a song called Rock With You and another song called The Way You Make Me Feel. There are no McKinley birthdays, but there are some famous birthdays on this date. Arthur Rubinstein was born in 1889. He was a famous American piano player who played in the Berlin Symphony at the age of 12. In 1944, Fred Hogan, who played football on the Browns, Baltimore Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars player, was born. Now here's Andrew Martone with a story on President McKinley.
Hello, my name is Andrew Martone. I'm here reporting on President William McKinley. Our school is named for this president, and his birthday just happens to be tomorrow. We have a special guest in the studio with us, former President William McKinley. Thank you for coming to speak with us, sir. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
No, I'd be honored.
How does it feel to have McKinley School named after you?
I feel proud. It's nice to be remembered by the students of McKinley School.
When were you elected president?
I was elected president in 1897. That makes me the 25th president of the United States.
How many rooms are in the White House?
There are 132 rooms in the White House.
Are you excited that tomorrow is your birthday?
Yes, I'm very excited. I was born in 1843, which makes me 157 years old tomorrow.
Whoa, you'd be pretty old tomorrow. What state were you born in?
I was born in Niles, Ohio.
Who was your vice president?
My vice president was Garrett A. Hobart. Did you know he was from New Jersey?
No, I didn't. That's really interesting. Thank you for letting me interview you, sir.
You're welcome, Mr. Martone.
And now let's go to Julia on a report from McKinley Capers.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm here asking questions with Mrs. Murphy and Mrs. Brown, who know everything about McKinley Capers. So, Mrs. Murphy and Mrs. Brown, what is McKinley Capers?
McKinley Capers is a variety show that Mrs. Murphy and I started last year, and it involves the entire McKinley community. with adults and children and teachers and staff, and we do a lot of different musical numbers, and there's dancing and jokes and silliness, and we have a very good time.
Do you think Capers is fun?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, especially rehearsing with the children. Some of them are waiting downstairs as we speak.
How many people are in it this?
Well, when we counted up last, we had about 140.
We have room for more teachers if they want some.
How many people were in it last?
I think we had about half as many.
For the final show?
Well, not as long as you might think. The quality of the show is about 2 months.
Good luck. Thank you both. Now back to me and the story of Dr. King.
This month, the school is closed on January 17th for a very special holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Dr. King's real birthday is on the 15th, but the government decided to celebrate it on the third Monday in January so people can take off from work and school to celebrate the holiday that remembers this great man. Dr. King strongly believed that love and peaceful protest is the best weapon for teaching people to be fair to one another. Dr. King was only 6 when his friendship with 2 little white boys was cut short by their parents, which we all know is horribly wrong. Dr. King fought for people's rights and did so without violence. In 1964, Dr. King received the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1963, Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech. We have here with us today in the studio the first and third place winners in the Dr. King essay contest.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey DeSantis, and I will read a piece of my essay. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the principal leaders in the American Civil Rights Movement. He tried to improve race relations during a very explosive time in our history. Reading about what went on during the early Civil Rights Movement, however, I am amazed that this treatment of people could have happened so recently in our history. I have not had the experience of knowing anyone of color other than what I saw on TV or in the movies until I recently moved from the country where there were no children of color in my school. We did not have Martin Luther King Day off. We didn't have Jewish holidays off either. I am now in a suburban area with many children of many races and religions. To me, their presence seems perfectly natural, and I think it is interesting and educational to learn about these people and their cultures and beliefs. I feel that we have come a long way since the time of Martin Luther King. It is clear that he made a large impact. One thing I could do to continue the momentum of the progress of race relations is to make any person of color that moves to my school or community feel welcome and accepted as any of my other friends. I could introduce them to my friends. If I saw anyone treat someone of color poorly, or if they talk badly of them, I could try to make them understand that we are all the same and deserve to be treated kindly. In conclusion, I am very grateful for what Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished, so that I could live in a time where there's more harmony between the races. It must have been scary and upsetting to live in a time where you could not be someone's friend because an adult didn't accept their color or culture, or if you had a friend of color, you had to watch him suffer the unjust treatment. I hope someday an essay contest like this wouldn't happen because there's nothing to talk about, because all races are treated equal at all times by all people.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. And now we have the third place winner of the Dr. King essay contest.
Hi, I'm Andrew Fultz Morrison, and I'm going to read a few excerpts from my essay for you. I agree with Martin Luther King Jr. because he was right. We have come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. Many people who opposed racism worked in the 1950s and 60s. Martin Luther King's most famous speech was, "I have a dream that all children will play together like brothers and sisters." I too refuse to accept that we can't come out of this war between the races and that we can never achieve the dream of peace between races, where all people have equal rights. How can we, average people, help achieve peace? The average person can actually do wonders. We can vote, take marches, and boycott products. When a lot of average people form a group, they're not a group of average people, they're a group of great people fighting for what is right. If we find enough ideas to make people believe that peace is the right path, peace isn't far away. But if we can't come up with any other ideas, we definitely have a long way to go.
Thank you, Andrew. On April 4th, 1968, the news of Dr. King's assassination shocked the world, but we can all try to keep his dream alive today. And now back to Kelly at MTV Studios with a report on Y2K.
A comment about Y2K. Some people have been making a lot of fuss about Y2K. Some people have been saving up water bottles in their garage because they thought the faucets wouldn't work. I bet that they were very mad when they found out the faucets and most other things still worked. And now, McKinley kids, be careful what you say, be careful what you do, be kind to one another. Now let's all stand and proudly salute our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. When that makes the tall grass bend into leaning, suddenly the raindrops that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the sea makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. Be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time be my friend. Let me start again. Suddenly my world's gone and changed its face, but I still know